And according to that, now live. Yay! Always seems to take a few extra seconds. I look weird. But we're live now. So welcome back, comic book fans. Time for Comics in 5 Minutes. I'm ever-loving host Shorty. And today, we're reading what I actually thought was the first of the New Legacy of Mandrake the Magician. But about 3 pages in, it says, See Legacy of Mandrake the Magician, issue 0. So straight off the bat, I want to apologise. I have no idea that there was an issue 0. I've just checked on my supplier's website, and they don't list it either. So it might be a digital-only thing, so I do apologise. For anyone who's actually ordered this from us, if you want to get issue 0, you're going to have to do some research and find out one yourself. All I can do is say sorry about that one. We just didn't know. But now we have it. We're going to review it. And I want to say, usually I will go heavy in on stuff that's like doing teen dramas in high school, throwing some magic in there, and I'm like set. Like, this is very much my wheelhouse. And although that certainly is taking place, the entirety of the teen drama aspect of it seems to take place between 3 panels. And I kind of felt myself just wishing there was a little bit more of that. Don't get me wrong, incredibly powerful teenage wizards, great things, always have a lot of fun. They generally get really heavily engaged in stuff, and there's also like the fact that they sometimes have to hide that they're a magician, or at least a wizard or a witch or whatever it might be. And as a result of that, there's a lot more additional drama thrown in there on top of everything else that's going on. You know, usually they're also trying to avoid the end of the world and what have you. Weirdly, for this, that doesn't seem to be a problem. People seem to be okay with the fact that she can do magic, and they know who Mandrake the Magician was, who she's like a legacy. I think they don't really say it in issue 1. You feel like there's a familial connection, even though she's like, oh yeah, my mum was really good friends with Mandrake. Really good friends? We'll see how that one plays out, shall we? But yeah, she's, you know, going to old folks' homes doing magic tricks. By the way, the old folks' home is particularly sweet. I'd advise anyone to just, if you can get hands on it, just read those few pages. There's just some rather adorable little old people who are clearly engaged in some rather fun same-sex relationships and teasing her about it. It's great. I really do enjoy that one. In fact, that kind of sums up the writing throughout, really. It is just adorable and fun and great. There is some like really cool set pieces where they do some magic, including, because I'm a big fan of Onomatopoeia, when it's used correctly, Kevin Smith. And very early on, we have like a double whammy of it that really just made me smile, because we have both a thoom and a thoom. Who doesn't like a good thoom? Look at that. That's a hell of a thoom. And since we're talking about art, let's also have a look at some characters, shall we? Because when you're dealing with like a 17-year-old legacy of Mandrake the Magician, it'd be kind of easy just to go for like that pretty high school girl, usually the one who doesn't know she's pretty. But in this case, she's just a high school girl, and it's brilliant. I like her look. She's got an undercut, which is, you know, something I quite like. I used to have one myself. And I find it quite attractive on women. And to be honest, on men too. It's a cool haircut. But they don't just play it like that. I mean, there's lots of shots of her like being very proud of the way she looks, and that's fine. I'm not going to argue that this doesn't look great and it isn't very empowering, but they don't just concentrate on that. I mean, like one of the panels I've just showed you there is her realizing her pit smell. And the artist, I need to check the name of this one, Diego Giribaldi, sorry if I'm pronounced that incorrectly, has a knack for facial expressions. Just look at these ones when, you know, there's a lot going on and she's thinking of lots of stuff. They're great. They're not just simple pretty girl faces or even just pretty faces at all. They're pensive and worried and concerned and also just kind of put out. And all that comes across really effectively. Like throughout, it's not just Mandrake who actually gets this much attention. Even background characters, you see them like interacting with their world through like a raised eyebrow or something like that. And I've got to tell you, the art is like one of the biggest sellers for this thing. The cover, straight up, it's got that like nice little yellow glow around the character, which is just a yellow line, but it honestly makes it glow. This happens like in the comic as well, when she goes from being a normal persona into the actual Mandrake. It looks amazing. It makes her jump and pop off the page, and that is fantastic. Now, it sounds like I'm about to say it's a shame the writing is good, but I've already told you. There's like some genuinely cool, interesting little moments, some great little character arcs already starting, and some really nice interactions. The bit with her and her mum is fantastic. Admittedly, I don't speak Spanish, so there's a few bits where I wasn't quite following it, but I've got enough like shorthand that I wasn't completely like left out. I didn't have to sit there and Google it. It wasn't like a really heavy kind of thing. If I was going to have a criticism, it would be the thing I mentioned earlier. I kind of wanted a bit more high school drama. I guess I was, you know, kind of grew up on Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and the new TV series is kind of cool, and the last few comic books have been great for that. And I was kind of expecting something similar to it, but weirdly, they've just gone like very heavy into the magic stuff straight away. And my favorite bit about it is very early on, you find out she's got some long dead wizard trapped in her mirror who's been helping her out and teaching her how to do magic. Straight away, my first thought was, well, this guy's a bit of a wrong-un, isn't he? Yeah, really is. End of the issue. They totally drop that on you. I'm not spoilers, like you figure out very early on, but how they reveal it is great. And it's that level where I'm like, yeah, okay, I care about this. I don't really follow the high school stuff. I'm sure that I'll get around to it. But because they commit to the actual big magic issues, it feels like it's worth it just for those. So yeah, very, very good launch for this one. I don't have any left in store, so I can't take one for myself, but I think I would have done actually. Really did enjoy this one. So yeah, check it out. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention the writer Erica Schultz. She does an absolutely amazing job. She's got a perfect knack. I like the idea that she's been the one telling the artist exactly how she wants the characters to look, because there's a certain turn to their appearance which just matches the dialogue perfectly. Anyway, I'm once again way over because I really like this one, and whenever I like something I talk about it a lot more. I don't think I'll be doing one tomorrow. If I do, it's going to be a bit of a weird one because I've reviewed everything that I want to this week. So other than that, check back on Tuesday for a new comic book day. Take it easy. See you later. Bye.